first started on the journey really in sustainability and focused on energy and water many years ago. I mean, our company is 119 years old, so we've got a lot of legacy. But in terms of our initial focus on sustainability really began in 1995. That first set of goals really focused on our footprint of our operation. So our operations and supply chain excellence and performance was really the key thrust for our first stage of our goals, and environmental health and safety performance. Around 2005, we launched our next set of goals, which expired in 2015. And this set of goals built on all of the great work from world-leading operations and supply chain, and began to focus more on our products and innovation for the markets and the customers in which we serve across many different value chains. Excellent results out of our research and development investments over the course of those years. And innovation is a cornerstone of Dow, but innovation and coupled with sustainability and key elements of sustainability really brought about solutions addressing water, energy, health, were some key areas that were addressed in terms of the results of that particular set of goals. In addition, we continue to have great results in terms of our own getting to circular economy, byproduct reuse in our own operations. So 364 million tons of product is reused back into our manufacturing operations. And in these goals, it's really setting a new bar with regards to what is the responsibility of business to society. And we believe, given the key role that we have in critical markets like plastics and packaging, like in the water business, energy, we're tackling some significant challenges that we know that the world has today, but will continue to grow as we gain more population over the course of the next few decades. So if today we're at 7 billion people and we're moving towards 8 billion, 9 billion people by you pick the year, 2045 or 2050, that's a lot of expectations from resources that we have today. And we know that we can't continue to do more and impact the environment more. We have to make sure that when we do more with less. And how do we do that? That is the genesis of our 2025 goals. So if you look at those three pillars, the operations side, we're addressing, the water, the energy nexus that occurs when you have significant need for water and energy in manufacturing sites. How do we remanufacture? How do we address and really elevate the utilization of byproducts back into our manufacturing facilities, or find other parts of the chain that can take our byproducts as inputs to their manufacturing. From an innovation perspective, we've got some great innovations in the pipeline, and our packaging business, which we'll talk about later, has some very novel innovations that are increasing the amount of products that can be recycled later in the use phase. And that is very significant when you look at the expansiveness and the growth of flexible packaging, which provides a lot of benefits to us as consumers. So circular economy is a goal that actually takes significant inputs from valuing nature, from the innovation side, as well as in partnership with our world-leading operations, which is another goal. In world-leading operations, we have a focus on, there's several different elements of that goal, but it has elements of total worker health index. We're addressing the reduction of freshwater intake by 20%, and we have another goal in there of reducing waste intensity by 20%. And so when you look at 180 manufacturing sites and you have just those few metrics, they have many other metrics, but just those few, that is very significant in terms of how we expect our own operations to really lead the way in terms of changing the way we think about the ecosystem around our manufacturing sites, changing the way we think about what it takes to collaborate along the value chain to develop new products, so packaging products is an example, and then changing the way we think about what does it really mean to lead the blueprint on what a circular economy is and what does that mean for industrial manufacturing. We were able to partner with a customer to develop a new package type that's called the stand-up pouch. And with that stand-up pouch in partnership with Seventh Generation, you now have a polymer that enables you to have a package that even as well on the signage of the package starts to continue to educate the consumer about the fact that this type of flexible packaging can be recyclable. So it's first designing the right type of packaging, and to design the right type of packaging, working with the customer, and then further back in the value chain with those that are actually making the packaging to make sure that the product performs, and then of course that it is doing what the customer expects on the shelf. So I'll just use that one as an example. But in that same example, you have to educate the consumer. And so educating the consumer from, I thought I could not recycle those products before, and now I can. That's a long process. That takes collaboration, right? So partnering and being part of how to recycle is a key element of connecting with the consumer. Many of the brand owners, depending upon where their area of focus is it beverage, or is it food, or is it home and personal care, automotive, sustainability is a cornerstone of their strategies, just like sustainability is a cornerstone of Dow's strategy.